2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I remember when you took me hunting when I was 12 years old. I would not trade that experience for 100 pounds of gold. And we killed our first squirrel with the same shotgun. It was a 20 gauge. And those are the times that I remember and smile. I finally reached that age. Take me back to Sand Mountain. Let me stare into the sky. On a mountain that I stand, with a shotgun in my hand. I recall the way things used to be. With my grandpa and me. Farmers, they really have to be able to do a lot of different trades. You know, you're kind of a doctor, a scientist. You need to be able to build stuff. You need to understand soil. You need to understand plants and medicine and nutrition, how to operate equipment. Just a hell of a lot to it. I really like pigs. I just, you know, they're cool. They're a lot like dogs or something. They can bring out the worst in you, just like a lot of, you know, when they get out and stuff like that. And I say when, not if. It happens. Okay, I'm just now making enough money to be able to afford a helper to do it. But before, it was me, 365 days a year, twice a day. You know, I mean, I could not leave. I was bound to them. I work for them.
I was friends with Adam's dad, and his dad kept talking about his son, who is a musician. And I just thought it was a proud father talking about his son. And one time he said, why don't you come to Abingdon and hear Adam? Southern Bitch is going to be playing. I'm warning you, it's a smoky bar. They're starting really late, and they're going to play really late, and they are really loud. And I said, I'm in. I am telling you, I was really, really shocked. As soon as they started up, I thought, wow, these guys are really good. And I said, Adam, there's a lot of talent out there, but you guys are one of them, and I'm going to help you.
Hi, I'm Stephen Barry, SB, and this is How We Roll. We're about to go hang out with Wendy and Adam and Chris and Chuck from Southern Bitch, one of the hottest bands in Athens, Georgia right now. They got a big show with the Tom Collins at the 40 Watt Club tonight, and I want in. Come on, let's roll.
Check, check. One. Hey, 1, 2. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Hey, 1, 2.
I don't know that it meant to be a real band at first. I think maybe it was more of a jam, have fun thing, and turned into a band. I still get asked to this day, were you the bitch? And you know, I never looked at it like that. I always looked at it as life is a bitch kind of a thing, like Southern Bitch. I never thought of a girl, you know, redneck. That's not, and I know that's what a lot of people think, but that's not what I thought. But I would kind of take that role a little bit. I don't know what he's told you or exactly what he says about it. I don't know if he feels that he's attained his goal all the way. to be so talented and to be so great at something and then to kind of stop doing it, you know, it's sad.
I had two dreams. One was to, play rock and roll, kind of make my living doing music, and then the other one was to like live off the land and stuff. And so I chased the music dream fervently for about 10 years. Music's not over. I've got a solo record that's unfinished that I need to get back on and finish.
I've been gone such a long time since we tried one time before.
I always intended to get back to finishing it, but I have been farming and haven't really been able to get back down there and stuff.
When are you gonna go into the studio?
Yeah, we're gonna go back in October and finish up this solo album. I think a good goal is 4 days in the studio, be done. Have it done.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. It used to be, you make, press 1,000 CDs and go from there. I don't really know now. I'll make it for me, and then we'll figure it out.
What we've gotten ourselves into is so different from anything else that we have known as a couple. What we knew was rock and roll.
The old merch box.
Wearing muck boots and jeans and hair pulled back with a baseball cap, I kind of found out that wasn't quite for me.
A picture of our wedding.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible that picture's in that condition.
Yeah, why isn't this framed?
I definitely got some cabin fever the first 3 years living up here. We knew nobody the first 3 years we lived here. Nobody. So I kind of ventured out, got myself, a job just purely to, I don't want to say get away from the farm because it sounds like I'm trying to escape, but I guess in a way I kind of am. Because, I can only be who I am just like Adam can only be who he is.
What can I get for you to drink?
I'm out on the road, I'm like, man, I'm going to these cities. I'm doing these little mini port tours almost or something, and I'm going to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to cities where I could be playing, I entertained the idea. I was like, man, I should book a show. And I have started taking my guitar, but honestly, by the time I get to the town I'm getting to and get a room and all that stuff, I'm sacked. So I don't know how I'll pull it off.
Shared a lot of time, and you love me, even though I'm crazy. Thanks to you, I think I can make it through, and now I know I could do better, that's for sure. My mind and body could be pure. I could be living so much more.
One day I was sitting in my office and I realized I had sold property to someone who had had something to do with a record label. So I called him up. His name was Jonathan Poneman. And I called Jonathan and I said, Jonathan, do you remember me? And he goes, yeah, sure. And I said, don't you have something to do with a record label? And he goes, yeah, I own it. I said, good, perfect.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Poneman, and I am the president and lead mascot of Sub Pop Records, Seattle, Washington.
Wonderful. Wow, you just went cross-eyed.
Really? Margot Lenmark called me with a tremendous amount of enthusiasm, talking about this life-changing experience that she had had watching this band play in Athens, Georgia. She was so passionate, I couldn't resist.
That's kind of how it all began. I called Adam and I said, I've got a record label coming to see you. And he said, whoa, who's coming? And I said, Sub Pop. And he goes, wow, Sub Pop. You know, he couldn't believe it was Sub Pop Records. And so that's kind of how this journey began.
It's a very unpretentious rock show, very direct. People were ecstatic. I could understand why. It was a very primal rock experience. Adam's a great guitar player. He's very soulful, classic rock and roll band front person.
At the end of that show, we were walking out, and Jonathan says to me, he's everything you said he is. I said, really? Can you see that? Did you see that? And he said, that is a rock star going to the top.
I haven't written any songs in a long time. Actually, I had a dream the other night. I was like in this guitar shop place and started playing guitar, which like turned out it was some like special like Keith Richards model thing or something. And I started playing this riff, and then I'm sitting there with Keith Richards, like 1970s Keith Richards, and we kind of like wrote the song. As I was driving to Georgia, you know, at 4:30 in the morning, it just kind of kept going and everything, and then started coming up with a few words and stuff. And so that's like the first song I've started to write in a very long time. But I've got it. I didn't lose it. Me and Keith Richards wrote it. You know?
I remember saying to Adam once, I said, you can go to the top if you want. He's got everything it takes to go to the top. He's got it all. He's got the talent, he's got the voice, he's got the integrity, he's got the look, he's got everything. And I told him once, I said, you may not want to go to the top.
There's a little bit of emotional, somewhat like sadness in it all, because to see somebody work so hard, you know, and not get a break. I want people to see that. I want people to get it, because there are people that don't get it.
So you're getting kind of tired, Adam, but I'm still trying to be fun. I could try to play guitar. I'm so tired, I don't know if I'll be any good. I might screw the words up, but I know that's what you want.
So what's the song about?
The lyrics explain it all, really. It won't diminish the song performance if I tell you what it's all about. It's just, it's about being in a certain place in your life where, you know, it's time to do something, you know, or you just trying like hell, don't feel like you're getting there, something. All right, this is called I Can't Keep Waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So many dreams I thought I'd see live by now.
This is how we roll, folks.
Adam, pre-show jitters here, buddy?
No, no jitters.
No.
I can't keep waiting. I just can't keep. I forgot the end part. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty rusty. I'm a little out of shape. When am I gonna practice? Good question. I don't know. I guess I'm practicing now. No, you're right. It's not that I'm not trying to. It's just I got a business I'm trying to run, and shit all the time, you know. I'm glad you guys got me playing. This feels good. It feels therapy. Feels good. Y'all got any requests?
Here's the story. So Jonathan basically said I would take out a contract right now and hand it to Adam. I'd pull it right out of my pocket and hand it to him. And I said, why aren't you? Well, then do it. And he said, because your band will break up. The next couple of years, I would take live shows of Southern Bitch and send them to Jonathan, and just kept him in touch. One day, it might have been a year later, Jonathan calls, and he said, Margo, I'm sending you a contract for Adam. And I said, whoa, and I was just so excited.
The premise was that he had collected enough songs, so whereas I thought he would make a great record, I was never sold on his band.
Adam can't keep something like that to himself. I told him, I said, wait till I get there, because I can explain to them it's like Adam Musick as Adam Musick and Adam Musick with Southern Bitch. I can explain the Neil Young analogy here, because that's what this is. It can only help the band. And so wait for me, and I'll come down there at your band practice and we'll tell everybody. He can't live with the secret. He can't do that. He can't. He's so honest and has so much integrity. He can't live with that for the couple days. So he told them, and they broke up. He had a gig in Atlanta that night, and he went and did the gig by himself. He did an acoustic show.
Adam Musick from Southern Bitch. Me minus the band tonight. I don't want to hurt nobody, just trying to live. My feelings desert me. Right from wrong, lessons to learn me. You hold the match to the fire that burns me.
I think he was trying to plug him into a mold of the quiet singer-songwriter folk style that was becoming popular at that time, and it's still really popular.
You know, he asked me to write some songs and was possibly into doing something like solo-wise, like with me, whatever, and it didn't end up happening, you know, but it, I don't know, I guess it was a good exercise or something, you know, as part of our growth or whatever. I kind of realized that doing something, you know, by myself or whatever, it wasn't worth the not doing anything with the band. So I ended up just, you know, being grateful, but saying I think I'm going to do the band.
The thing that was kind of offered to him wasn't what he wanted, so he did the right thing, and we just kind of kept on doing what we were doing.
You can take my money, you can take anything you want, but don't take my peace of mind. I'm just tired of running. Don't matter how fast I go, I only get farther behind. I've gotta take my chances, gotta take a risk, if it's wrong or if it's right. I woke up this morning with my mind made up, I ain't wasting no more time.
My guess would be that Adam left music because he got tired of the artifice and the game playing that exists amongst people who participate in the music industry. That he wanted something a little bit more real, because that real quality permeates his art and seems to be the essence of who he is. Quite frankly, I would rather hang out with hogs than a bunch of my peers any day.
I feel like I've been chasing dreams aggressively for as long as I can remember. I don't know. I'm dedicated to the path that I've chosen with the business. I'm doing what I want to be doing, as if it was sort of an orbit or, you know, some sort of oscillation or something. You know, music's coming back around and stuff too. And I'm just starting to write some words and stuff again.
Yeah, I'm going back where I belong.
Stanley, how you doing, sir? Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm down in Athens, Georgia, doing my deliveries and actually going in the recording studio tomorrow. Yeah, I have a. I used to play music, and I have a solo project that was unfinished when I moved to the farm and stuff. It was sort of about halfway done, and 6 years later, we're going back in to finish it up. Oh, I do have pork chops for you. If you had told me I'd be in here right now, you know, if you told me this like a year ago, like I said, well, we'll see. You know, I'll believe you when it happens. You know. The chorus is, instead of saying waiting and just staying down, I did this waiting, which it's probably to anybody else probably doesn't matter, but
but it's one of those things that
you're carving in stone. I pretty much just got to be able to figure out what I did like before I do it. Otherwise, I'm never gonna match it up. Shit, man, it's gonna be fucking hard as shit.
Let's try it from in here. We can probably get through it.
I didn't anticipate it being as hard to do that harmony guitar solo thing, but I mean, basically having to sit there and relearn my own parts, one little snapshot at a time, you know, the only way to do it. And man, I really carved one out for myself. Shit. Well, okay, I'm ready. I got it locked in.
Yeah, you do. That's the part.
Feels good. Progress. Need that progress. I started out the day with quite the challenge for myself, but we got it. I mean, it was howling last night. You gotta come out here and patrol the fence. I'm gonna have to come back here with an axe or something. Isn't it pretty though? I can hear quiet, clean air, fresh air. This aspect of raising pigs like this was one of the first things that really got me passionate, really got me excited. Walnuts, the hickory nuts, the acorns, the stuff they're rooting up. I'm not the only one doing it, that's for sure, but there aren't that many people finishing pigs like this. Long, long ago, you know, in colonial times and stuff, you know, people let their pigs, I guess they would notch the ears so they knew it was their pig. Let them roam.
I love what we have, but I will say that, you know, if for some reason this doesn't work out, you know, I don't know that Wytheville is where I want to live for the rest of my life. I'm missing so much of what my life was. Like, you know, I'm still young. I don't know, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know what should happen. I know what Adam is deserving of. I know what I'm deserving of.
Hey guys. Hey babies.
Hey, babies. What are you doing?
Don't nibble too much. Don't nibble too much.
What keeps you here?
Faith in that everything Adam touches turns to gold.
Take my heart out when you go, so my mind won't hardly notice it's being left behind. Let the poison go down slow, so swallow the illusion. I swore that you'd be mine. How's a woman go and get so cold? Thought you loved me with a heart of gold.
Hey, Marco, what are you doing?
It's amazing you kept your voice up.
I did, I don't know.
After not singing for so long.
I've been pretty worried about it, actually, to be honest with you. Like, today seems a little better than yesterday, but we banged through it.
Yeah, no, it sounds
cool.
good.
Wow, we'll be making music before we know it. If you know
I'm reminded how I was guilty of pigeonholing him. He was great at what he did with Southern Bitch, and it really left an effect on me in Athens. There was a pretty big following, and so I assumed that Adam was a great Southern rock guitar player, singer, writer. And then he brought these songs in, and I listened to these songs and thought, oh my God, that sounds like something, you know, right off of Humble Pie, or this sounds like something that Elvis Costello wrote.
He's always had a pretty multifaceted thing going with the songwriting. The Southern Bitch songs, I've always known that, you know, that wasn't everything he had in him.
Everybody good? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll give you my mountains on a silver plate. I'll cross your ocean if it's not too late. Give you my memories, smooth and rough. Give you my everything. Will it be enough? Needing a miracle is so plain. Thing I'm wondering, is it in vain? It isn't material, but something you feel. Thing I'm wondering, is it still real? Is this still me?
Want to mix a record?
In your heart,
Alright. Man, the first 3 or 4 years, I probably played like up there, I probably played the guitar 3 or 4 times. I'm really glad we had this break in a lot of ways. I had time to change, and I'm happier with the result.
Yeah.
My guess is with Adam is that it simply wasn't his time the first time around. He's had some experience in life, and I know that he and Wendy both have had some struggle, and that will show up in their art, and it will be compelling. And I think that there will be a lot of people who want to hear it.
Feel alive.
I know.
When the sun goes down on town tonight, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Gonna take you up on a mountaintop, gonna make sweet love to you. I'll give you all my promises, keep you safe and sound. And if you think that you want me to, don't you know I'll lay you down in starlight. Gonna love you till we're back to starlight. Starlight. Constellations in the midnight sky. Starlight. Gonna love you till we're back to starlight. Starlight. Constellations in the midnight sky. As the heavens move across the sky and the planets up above, and the summer moon comes shining down, it's you I'm gonna love. I'll give you all my yesterday.